Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's start the today information. Our television showing the Iraqi citizens how to go from cash to digitization. They're calling it a quantitative step towards financial transparency. That's big because you got to bring in your foreign currency and become digitalized, because that's how they're going to give you the new rate, the new lower notes. Your CBI is doing a final sweep of the American dollar in your country as they prepare to introduce the lower notes and the new rate. Washington sets deadline for Iraqi government formation. Washington has set a deadline of next Friday for Iraqi political parties to establish an independent government free from Tehran's influence. For those who have followed currency reforms, you might remember this. Iraq's current phase mirrors Turkmenistan's transition back in 2009. Turkmenistan first reduced cash circulation, enforced official rates, and built reserves. All those are things Iraq has done. Reduced cash, Zain Cash, keycard, electronic payments through the state, reduction. They enforced the official 1300 rates for 3 years. 3 years of stacking reserves, gold and oil revenues, low inflation, and note reduction. If all of this holds true, the data strongly suggests it does. The logical next step is a managed rear adjustment when the CBI deems prudent. Everything is up in the air. They're working towards revaluing the currency. They're working towards everything. The rate is very close to reaching. There's just a small little delay in the mix. Do you think we will see the RV this week? I don't know if we will see it this week, but we have seen a lot of interesting things happening already. Bankers created and scheduled the rate change. They don't do anything without schedules. They schedule everything. I will guarantee you the rate change has a schedule associated with it. Everything will stay frozen until we are done with Iran. There's been a lot of misconceptions out there that nothing's going to happen during Ramadan. There's proof out there that suggests they can do it anytime they want, whenever they want. It doesn't matter what day, time, or year. They can do it effective immediately when they say so. Trump's pressure goes public. Maliki's fate to be decided Friday night. The framework obtained a new extension of the American deadline for withdrawing al-Maliki's nomination, and the deadline will end next Friday. This was discussed during the meeting, and al-Maliki informed them that he does not intend to withdraw his nomination at all. He told them that the 2/3 who nominated al-Maliki should withdraw his nomination, and he does not object to that. Just because you have a bunch of oil doesn't mean you automatically got a very valuable currency. There's other things that take part in making the decision on the value of the dinar. You have to have a stable government, which they don't. You have to have stability amongst the people, which they do for the most part. It's not 100% stable, but there's a lot of stability there. Unemployment is going down, inflation is way down. These are the types of things that are taken in consideration when they decide what the exchange rate is going to be for the Iraqi dinar. Right now we see there's an issue, where in their politics that's always been their main issue. Central bank currency in circulation exceeds 93 trillion dinars during October 2025. Transparency International has said that Iraq has improved its ranking and score in the Global Corruption Perceptions Index (CPI) for 2025. From a total of 182 countries, Iraq came in at number 136, up 4 places on the previous year. This result puts it on equal ranking with Pakistan, Mali, and Bolivia. Iraq is still low man in this ranking. It is no great accomplishment to be on equal footing with Bolivia and Pakistan. I thought Trump gave them until Friday to form a government. They said that, but remember, he gave them a deadline of this past weekend to also form the government, and that deadline came and went. But then they come out today with a second deadline saying, oh, we're only going to give you till this Friday. So was it last weekend, or is it this next upcoming Friday? They're all over the board. I don't recommend you take that information as gospel. Solid, concrete information. Take everything they say with a grain of salt. Their news is scripted. It's all over the board. When the dinar goes back to Forex, it will be repegged and off the soul peg to the dollar, and the program rate will go away. The newer lower denominations would have to first be rolled out. We are talking apples and oranges when we talk about these two rate types. The dinar can only have one official rate. There's no such thing as an in-country rate and then a Forex rate at the same time. When the dinar does go back to Forex, the in-country rate program rate will change to the Forex rate. My CBI contact said we would hear all kinds of comments about the independence of the CBI and how they can adjust the rate anytime they want. Yes, this may be true, but some don't even realize there are two types of rates. One is the program rate and the other the Forex rate. The program rate tied to the de facto peg can be changed upwards or downwards by the CBI anytime. This does not mean allowing the dinar back on Forex. Countries that are on the U.S. Treasury's OFAC list, that's a list of counties that support terrorism. Right now, Iraq remains on that OFAC list of countries until they revalue their currency. This is the U.S. government's collateral to ensure the U.S. gets paid when the rate changes. That's the collateral used to ensure Iraq is going to revalue the currency and the United States gets paid. Iraq increases its holdings of U.S. Treasury bonds by more than $1 billion. The TV is saying JP Morgan and Chase plan to open 160 new banks in 30 American cities this year. FRANK. For the same reason you have so many private banks linked up with the CBI, there's going to be a massive flow of currency exchanges. There's a lot of misconceptions out there. Not a lot, but some. One of the things is that the Central Bank of Iraq is absolute in this regard. Under Iraq Central Bank Law No. 560/2004, Article to the seat by, has full operational independence in monetary policy. Decisions on exchange rate regime, digital dinar rollout, reserves management, parallel market controls, or future managed rear adjustment are not subject to political, religious, or seasonal calendars, including Ramadan. I still have great hope for February. There are sure a lot of rumors running around. The rumors are running crazy and obscene. They are up, down, and conflicting. It is difficult to figure out what is real and what is not. We are getting different stories from different groups. To me, there is an extreme level of disinformation going on. It is only Monday morning, and getting this much information and rumors is highly unusual. Stay calm. Getting this many rumors at once makes vetting difficult, so stay calm. It's odd that so many groups were told QFS releases tomorrow, and other groups were told when the QFS is live, that's when they get to go, and QFS is expected to go tomorrow. Guess we will see. Just stay calm. Thank you for watching.